Thursday morning, and I'm sorry I'm late, but I'm here now, and I have to make sure. Is this all that's going on? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let me see. Oh, yeah, I am live. Okay, good, 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 good. Good, 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 good. I'm here. So I just have to make sure because, operator error, sometimes I don't do things correctly and things go wrong. So as you're jumping on, say hello, please. Let me know who you are so I can say hello back and welcome you. If you're on the replay, give me a hashtag after party so I know you're on the replay, but I still know you're there. Any comments, questions, just tag me in them and I'll be happy to answer. We are talking about the 5 C's of good parenting. These are the 5 key ingredients that you need to have in your daily routines and your parenting journey. Without these 5 C's, you're falling apart. You're falling apart. And I know when you hear about them, you're going to be like, yeah, I'm falling apart. Hi, Alyssa. How are you? Thanks for hopping on. So let me tell you a little bit who I am before we get going with the 5 C's of parenting. I am Celia Kibler. I'm a family empowerment coach, just like it says below, opposite day on my camera. And I am the author of Raising Happy Toddlers, How to Build Great Parenting Skills and Stop Yelling at Your Kids, plus 3 wonderful children's books. I'm the host of the Pumped Up Parenting podcast, and I'm the founder of Pumped Up Parenting and co-founder of Fun Fit Family Fitness. I am also a mommy of 5 kids, 2 I gave birth to, 3 I gained through marriage, and a fabulous a grandma to 9 wonderful, wonderful grandchildren. Hi, Pam. How are you? So let's talk about these 5 C's, because without these key ingredients, the recipe will be all messed up. And all the family harmony that you're trying to achieve, all the breaking of habits, all the things that you're trying to get your children to learn and take part of will fall apart. Okay, so the first C is calm. You got to be calm, guys. If you are always screaming and yelling, if you're always stressed out, your children feel all that and learn from all that. If you are chaotic and stressed, your children are chaotic and stressed. If you're screaming and yelling, your children are screaming and yelling. If you're calm, if you're happy, if you're speaking well, which is number 2, so are your kids. Everything you do, you give your kids permission to do. Everything you do, every kind of thing that is within you and that you are reflects upon your children and affects your children. Okay, so number 1 is calm. Create calm. Take a breath. Take a break. Do whatever you need. Get good sleep. Hi, Logan. Hi, sweetie pie. One of my wonderful, amazing grandchildren. Actually, the one that named me Gammon. He is the founder of the name Gammon, because when he was 2, he couldn't say grandma, but I kind of like the name Gammon. There aren't a lot of us out there. I don't even know if there are any of us out there. Anyway, you got to be calm. You have to think rationally. You have to think before you react. Be proactive instead of reactive. Okay, number 2 is communication. Calm brings us to communication. How are you communicating to your kids? Are you talking to them calmly? Are you smiling when you talk? Do you use your manners? People always say to me, how do I get well-mannered children? And my first response is, do you use your manners? And if you don't use your manners, well, either will your children. Guess what? They're not using their manners either. You're never too old to stop using manners. Manners calm your voice down. They help you sound compassionate. They help you act compassionately. Manners are important. They're important in life. They show respect. You can't be rude and use your manners. You can't even whine about stuff while smiling and using your manners. If your little child is whining about something, you can remind them, you know what? Tell that to me smiling. Smile and tell me that. You know what? They can't. They can only be happy when they're smiling. We had to be really calm and communicate very clearly and lovingly last night. Went cold turkey on the passy, and it was not easy. Took a lot of restraint, but did not give in. Yay. And you know what, Alyssa? That brings us to the C of number of the three, the third C. It brings us to the third C. That's what I'm trying to say. And the third C, this is like reading Dr. Seuss, is consistency. Consistency. Because now that you've done that, now that you've decided you're not giving in and that pacifier is out of the picture, you need to stay consistent with it. In order to finally break that habit for your child, and it will break because there are not many 20-year-olds that are sucking on pacifiers, are there? Well, at least not a baby pacifier. They use other things to pacify. You have to be consistent. Whenever you're trying to do anything, break a habit, take away a bottle, potty train, stop yelling, setting up, educational consequences. Whenever you're doing any of that, you have to stay consistent. You have to stay consistent. In life, you're learning something, you're studying, you're trying to get a degree. You have a routine you're trying to stick to. You want to start exercising. You want to start eating healthier. You have to stay consistency. Consistency is key. Okay. Number 4. And number 4 is compassion. And the reason I add compassion is because it helps with so many other things. It helps you to be calm. It helps you to speak well and speak constructively and speak, create communication that works, that has results. When you're compassionate, you're thinking of others. You're understanding that that child that you gave birth to is not an adult, and you can't talk to them like an adult, and you certainly cannot respond to them like an adult. No, wrong. You can opposite. You cannot expect them to respond to you like an adult. It's not just difficult, it's impossible. They have little underdeveloped brains. They cannot be an adult because they're not an adult. And their brain doesn't have half of the stuff your brain has on it. So you need to be compassionate. You need to be kind. You need to show and demonstrate respect. Respect is earned. It's a two-way street, even between adult and child. Your child does not have to respect you. It is not a given. But when you show your child respect, when you're kind to your child, when you're helpful and you're consistent and you actually are proactive about things and you assist them and coach them and all of that, you're being compassionate to them, to their needs, to the way they're feeling. When they cry out and they're disappointed and they throw a tantrum and you hopefully let that tantrum pass, you confirm their feelings that they were disappointed. You don't go, well, you had no reason to be crying. If you keep crying, I'll give you a reason to cry. Of course they have a reason to cry. They're crying. So there must be a reason. It may not be a reason you like. It may not be a reason you agree with, but they have a reason. They're crying. Now it's your job to let them calm down, show your compassion for them, validate the feeling that caused them to cry, and then talk to them about other ways that they can deal with that feeling. Because they don't know how to deal with the feeling. It's not in their brain like it is in yours. It's not there. It's not there for them to realize, okay, well, I'm really mad about this. So what should I do? I could, kind of breathe, or I could just smack something, or I could throw something, or I could scream and yell. None of that. That doesn't exist in a child's brain. It's called logic. It's not there. They don't know how to regulate those emotions. But do not minimize their emotions. Do not, stifle them. Emotions are valuable. We all need them. We all have to have them. If we don't have emotions, we're like cold, uncompassionate people. Is uncompassionate a word? Incompassionate? Not compassionate. I'm not sure if that's a word. So you don't want to end those emotions and have them stop feeling them. You want to understand them. You want to help your child understand them. You want to allow them. But what you need to do is teach them how to understand them and what to do when they get them. Compassion. Understand your child. Be compassionate and see the world through their eyes. We tried our best to support and acknowledge and validate the feelings of being upset because we understood. Yes, we get upset. How many adults do you know that throw tantrums? I hate to say, a lot of them do. Have you been at work and somebody's like throwing a tantrum? We all have difficulty dealing with our emotions. The idea is to learn how to deal with yours calmly, compassionately, understand them, have a plan for them, and then teach your children the same. If you're always flying off the handle because you're mad and disappointed in something or someone, that's what you're teaching them to do. And they're going to learn that disappointment is a horrible thing instead of something that they can get over, something that they can accomplish. I love you too, Jennifer. Aren't we talking soon? I think you're on my calendar. I miss you. It is something, compassion, that your child can learn from you so that when they're playing with a friend and they're asked to share and they're two and they're like, oh, well, that's mine. I'm going to keep it. Why? It's mine. I'm two. The world absolutely revolves around me. But you can teach them compassion. You can teach them to look at their friend and go, you know what? Maybe he wants a turn. That's a big step, guys. That is not automatic. When your child gets a snack and says, oh, mommy, can I have a juice box for my friend? That's compassion. Celebrate it. Say, man, that was so nice of you to think about your friend. Confirm that with them so they do it again and again. They want to please you. I know it doesn't always seem like that, but they do. They really do. Okay. Friday we talk. Yay. I look forward to it. Okay. So we've got calm. We have communication. We have consistency. We have compassion. We have one more C, the pinky C. That is culture. What kind of culture is in your home? Do you have a culture of fun or do you have a culture of anger and chaos? Is the noise level, the environmental level of your home a chaotic one, stressful? Are you guys having more fun? Are you laughing a lot? Do you have music going on? Do you sing? Do you dance? Do you treat each other with respect? Do you help out when not even being asked to help out? You just go ahead and volunteer? Do you have a culture of speaking kindly to each other, of using your manners, of being honest? What is your culture? Every home should have a culture, a lifestyle that you put into place for your home. And I've been successfully parenting a blended family for 25 years. In blended families, people always worry about what the other family is doing. What are they doing in their home? Don't worry about that. Worry about what's going on in your home. What is your culture? So that when your kids come to visit you, maybe your stepkids that don't live with you, but when they come into their other home, your home, they're not guests. They know the culture of the home. They know, now I'm here. This is where I use my manners. This is where I talk respectfully. This is where I help clean up. This is where I live And this is how I act when I'm in my home. And hopefully they'll get so used to that that when they go back to their second home, a lot of that stays with them, even if it's not the culture of that home. So create a culture for your home, your family. Yes, it is so important. And guys, share this out if you think others can be helped by this. Share this out. There's so much that can make your family harmonious. There's so many things that you can do that you can become intentional about to really create the family harmony. You know, we're closing up our Peaceful Parenting Challenge. It ends today. If you missed it, we'll be having another one in a couple weeks. Send me a message or put hashtag challenge in the comments, and we'll send you a link to get signed up for the next one. So you're not yelling anymore. Stop yelling. Nobody likes yelling. You don't like to be yelled at. Your kids don't like to be yelled at. And honestly, I believe that you'll even like to yell. Makes you feel guilty. And it causes stress. That becomes a culture of stress and chaos when you're yelling all the time. Is that what you want for your family? Is that what you want for your home? In the comments, tell me what you want for your home. What do you want your family culture to be? And then sit down with your family and talk about it. That could be your homework for tonight. Sit down with your family. Talk about what kind of culture you want to create in your home. And if you want us to put comments in or put a post in the Pumped Up Parenting group about what you guys decided, I would love that. Because when you put comments in, when you talk about your family, you're paying it forward to help other families. You're supporting someone else that may be struggling with something similar. Maybe you were struggling with something and you got through it and you had success. Put it in there so that other people can actually help and gain, your wisdom, because we all have wisdom, and learn from your experience. Hi, Alma. How are you? Share it. You got questions? Share the questions so that other people can help you. That's what we're all here for. We're all here to support each other, love, hold each other accountable, share ideas, grow with each other. And if you need extra help, reach out to me. Go to talkwithcelia.com and schedule an appointment, or better yet, put hashtag help in the comments and I'll reach out to you. Okay? All right, guys. So those are your 5 C's of good parenting: calm, communication, consistency, compassion, and culture. Put them into your family, be consistent with them, and you're going to see change. The 6th C, change. Look at all these C's. We love C's. Yay. Encore. Help. Okay. We'll be there. We're there to help you. All right, guys. And if you're on YouTube watching this, give me a thumbs up if you are jiving with what I'm putting out. Am I old or what? Does anybody say jive anymore? Why did that word even pop into my head? I do not know. Just goes to show how old I am. Does anybody say jive? If you say jive, tell me you say jive. Anyway, if you like this and it was of value to you, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the Pumped Up Parenting with Celia Kibler channel. I need water. Excuse me. And there's lots of parenting tips there, lots of story time videos, and lots of fun stuff to do with your kids. So head over to YouTube if you want. Anyway, guys, I posted a new podcast yesterday. Check it out. All about ADD and ADHD. Talked to a wonderful friend of mine who's also a parenting coach, and we discuss it all. And I posted a new article in the Elephant Journal. My Stop Yelling article is there, how to stop yelling. And now I posted an article about wild things. a wild thing, a specific wild thing that can calm you down. So check out the Elephant Journal. All right, guys, that's what I got for you today. Your YouTube, please. YouTube again. Pumped Up Parenting with Celia Kibler. Pumped Up Parenting with Celia Kibler. Okay? That's the YouTube channel. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. All right? And when I go live on Facebook, I'm also live in YouTube because fabulous streaming platform that I use. All right, guys, it has been a super wonderful pleasure being with all of you. If I did not call you by name, that's because this shoots out to a lot of channels and it doesn't always show your name. It'll show like Facebook user. So I think there's actually a link. I have to put that in the comments somehow because you have to go to Restream and give them your name and then they'll start showing your name. All right. Bye, Logan. I love you, sweetheart. Shouldn't you be in class? I love you so much. Oh, I just miss you and love you and I want to give you big hugs and kisses. All right, guys. So as always, I wish you days filled with peace, love, and tons of laughter. You know, it really is the best medicine for like so many things. Join me on Thursday at 10 a.m. I'm going to be talking about the 10 deadly sins of parenting. Opposite. 10 things you should not be doing in your parenting journey. That's Thursday at 10. In the meantime, oh, and Maddie will have story time at 7 on Wednesday night. Anyway, guys, I love you. I'm grateful for you being here. I'm grateful for you sharing this out. And I hope you have a fabulous day. See you here next time and around the web.